Have you ever woken up in the morning after a full night of sleep and still felt like your body is begging you to stay in bed? It feels strange, doesn't it? You did everything right. Closed your eyes early, set the alarm, turned off the lights. But the moment you open your eyes, the heaviness refuses to leave. You drag yourself to the bathroom, wash your face, maybe sip on coffee. Yet deep inside, the tiredness lingers like a fog that never clears. And quietly, the same question whispers in your mind: why am I always tired? The surprising truth is, it's not only about how many hours you sleep. Sometimes, tiredness has little to do with sleep itself and everything to do with what's happening inside your body and mind. Think about it. There are days when you sleep just 4 or 5 hours, yet you wake up feeling strangely energetic. Then there are nights with a perfect 8 hours, but still, you can't stop yawning through the entire day. Your body works like a complex machine, and energy is the fuel that keeps it running. If one small part is out of balance, the whole system suffers. You might be eating food, drinking water, even resting on time, but something deep inside could still be draining your energy silently. It could be lifestyle choices, stress, lack of proper nutrition, or simple habits you don't even notice. The point is, constant tiredness is never random. It's not just a surface level problem, it's a signal. Your body is trying to tell you something. But how often do we listen to that signal? Most of the time, we ignore it. We push ourselves to keep working. We grab another cup of coffee to stay awake. And we scroll our phones late into the night, promising just 5 more minutes. Slowly, this cycle of fake energy and real exhaustion becomes your new normal. But deep down, you know it's not normal. Humans are not designed to feel drained all the time. We are built to move, to think, to create, and to enjoy life with energy. Yet here you are, forcing yourself through every day, wondering why even the simplest tasks feel so heavy. The truth is, tiredness isn't always physical. Sometimes it's emotional. Sometimes it's mental. It's like carrying a backpack full of invisible weights. Stress, anxiety, unfinished goals, financial worries, relationship struggles. You can't see the weight, but your body feels it with every single step. So if you constantly feel exhausted, you're not lazy. You're not weak. You're not failing. You're simply ignoring the hidden causes that keep stealing your energy. And as we move forward, we'll dig deeper into those hidden reasons. Step by step, you'll see your tiredness isn't a mystery. It's a message. And once you understand that message, you'll finally know how to break free from this endless cycle of exhaustion. Now think about this. When you wake up tired, the first thing you blame is your sleep. But what if your sleep is not the real problem? Imagine this. You sleep for 8 hours, but those hours are shallow. Your body is lying on the bed, yet your brain never fully shuts down. You toss and turn. You dream endlessly. You wake up at night for no reason. By morning, your body has technically rested, but your energy tank is still half empty. This is called poor sleep quality, and it's one of the biggest hidden reasons behind constant fatigue. But here's the catch. Sleep quality doesn't depend only on the hours you spend in bed. It depends on your habits before sleeping. scrolling your phone late at night, watching videos under bright light, checking notifications when you should be calming your mind. These little habits confuse your brain and trick it into staying awake even while your eyes are closed. Think of your brain like a switch. It needs darkness, silence, and calmness to fully power down. But if you feed it light, sound, and stress right before bed, it never really flips that switch. That's why you wake up feeling heavy. Not because you didn't rest long enough, but because your rest never reached its deepest stage. And here's something most people don't realize. Your daytime routine also affects your night. If you sit all day with little movement, your body doesn't build up enough sleep pressure. So at night, you lie in bed, but your body doesn't feel the need to recharge. The result? A restless night and a tired morning. It's almost like your body and mind are out of sync. Your body wants one thing, your brain does another. And in that tug of war, your energy quietly disappears. But the story doesn't end with sleep alone, because tiredness also comes from the food you eat, the way you breathe, the stress you carry. You may think your body runs only on calories, but energy is more than food. It's balance, it's rhythm, it's giving your system the right signals at the right time. So if your nights are restless and your days feel heavy, maybe it's not about how long you sleep. Maybe it's about how deeply you allow yourself to rest. And as we keep going, you'll see tiredness is not just about nights. It's hidden in your mornings, your meals, your thoughts, your habits. And the deeper we go, the clearer the picture becomes. Let's talk about food for a moment, because what you eat has a powerful connection with how tired you feel. Think about the last time you had a heavy meal. Maybe rice, fried food, or something too oily. What happened right after? Your eyes felt heavy, your body wanted to lie down, and your energy dropped. This isn't just coincidence. Your body was using all its strength to digest that food, leaving little energy for anything else. But here's the bigger truth. It's not only heavy food that makes you tired. Sometimes, even the lack of the right nutrients slowly drains you. Your body needs iron to carry oxygen. It needs vitamin B12 to keep your nerves and blood healthy. It needs enough protein to repair and maintain your muscles. And when any of these are missing, your body quietly runs on low power mode. That's why so many people keep yawning all day, even though they sleep fine and rest on time. Their food simply doesn't fuel their body the way it should. And the problem doesn't stop there. Because sugar and processed snacks give you quick energy, but just as quickly, they pull you back down. It's like borrowing money with interest. The energy feels real for a short while, but soon, the crash is worse than before. This constant roller coaster of highs and lows confuses your system and keeps you tired. Now pause for a second and think. When was the last time you really paid attention to your meals? Not just eating to fill your stomach, but eating to give your body what it truly needs. Most people eat out of habit, not awareness. They grab what's convenient, what's fast, what's cheap. But the truth is, every bite is either fueling your energy or stealing it away. And here's something even more surprising. Dehydration alone can make you feel exhausted. Even a slight lack of water in your body, slows down circulation, affects focus, and leaves you heavy eyed. So sometimes the reason you're always tired isn't stress, isn't lack of sleep. It's as simple as not drinking enough water. Energy is not magic, it's the result of balance. And balance is built through small, everyday choices. So if you want to fight tiredness, start by asking yourself simple questions. Am I feeding my body with real fuel? Am I giving it the minerals, vitamins, and hydration it needs? Because the truth is, no matter how much you rest, if your body doesn't get the right fuel, you'll always wake up feeling empty. And as we go further, you'll see that even when food and sleep are right, there are still invisible reasons that silently steal your energy. But let's be honest, even if you eat right and sleep enough, you can still feel completely drained. And that's because one of the biggest energy thieves is stress. Not the kind of stress that comes once in a while, but the silent, daily stress that never leaves your side. Think about how often your mind is running in circles: deadlines, bills, responsibilities, family worries, future plans. It feels like your brain never gets a break. And when your mind is constantly busy, your body stays tense without you even noticing. Your shoulders tighten, your jaw clenches, your heartbeat changes. This silent tension burns your energy all day long. It's like leaving the lights on in your house for 24 hours. Even if no one is inside, the power is still being used. That's exactly how stress drains you. You might look calm on the outside, but inside, your system is working overtime. And here's the tricky part: your body doesn't know the difference between real danger and imagined danger. So the same stress response kicks in whether you're facing a lion or just worrying about an email. Your brain tells your body to prepare for action. Hormones like cortisol and adrenaline rush in. Your muscles stay alert. Your breathing changes. Your heart works harder. But the action never comes. You don't fight. You don't run. You just sit there worrying. And that unspent energy slowly turns into exhaustion. This is why people who carry stress day after day always complain of tiredness, headaches, or brain fog. Their bodies are stuck in survival mode, burning energy without ever truly resting. And the sad part is, most of us accept this as normal. We think stress is just a part of life. But what we don't realize is, stress steals the very fuel we need to actually live that life. Now pause for a second. When was the last time you truly felt relaxed? Not distracted, not half free, but completely at ease? If you can't remember, it means your body hasn't recharged in a long time. Because relaxation is not luxury, it's survival. Without it, your energy will always stay low, no matter how well you sleep or how healthy you eat. So the next time you wonder why you're tired, look beyond your pillow and your plate. Ask yourself, am I carrying invisible weight? Am I burning energy on worries that never end? Because the truth is, sometimes the biggest reason for your fatigue is not outside of you. It's the storm quietly running inside your own mind. And as we continue, you'll see there are even more hidden habits that drain your strength, ones you might never have noticed, but they shape the way you feel every single day. Now, here's something most people never think about: your own daily habits, the little choices you make without noticing. can quietly drain your energy more than anything else. Take physical movement, for example. Our bodies are designed to move, to stretch, to stay active. But modern life has trapped us in chairs, desks, and screens. You sit for hours while studying, working, or scrolling. Your muscles stay stiff, your blood flow slows, your body gets sluggish. And then you wonder why you feel tired even when you haven't done much. The truth is, lack of movement is one of the fastest ways to feel exhausted because your body doesn't just create energy, it produces energy through motion. That's why even a short walk, some stretching, or a little exercise can refresh you more than another cup of coffee. Movement wakes up your cells, pushes oxygen through your body, and signals your brain that you are alive, not stuck. But here's the opposite side too. Too much activity without proper rest also leaves you drained. Some people overwork their bodies at the gym or push themselves nonstop at work and forget that recovery is just as important as effort. Without balance, both extremes, too little or too much, will leave you feeling tired. And then comes another hidden thief of energy: technology. Think about how many hours you spend staring at screens, scrolling late into the night, eyes burning, mind racing. Even when you're sitting still, your brain is overloaded with information: news, videos, messages, endless notifications. It feels like you're resting, but your brain is constantly running in the background. No wonder you wake up tired. Your body never really switched off. And then there's caffeine. Yes, coffee or tea gives you a quick boost, but the more you rely on it, the more your body forgets how to create energy naturally. That's why, over time, caffeine stops helping, and instead, it becomes another reason you feel drained. So pause for a moment and think. Are your habits giving you energy or stealing it? Because tiredness is not always about big problems. Sometimes it's just the repeated weight of small daily choices. Every late night scroll, every skipped walk, every extra cup of coffee adds up slowly, quietly, until you can't recognize yourself anymore. But here's the good news: just as habits can steal your energy, they can also rebuild it. Small, consistent choices in the right direction can restore the strength you thought you lost forever. And as we keep moving forward, you'll realize that your tiredness is not permanent. It's not who you are. It's simply the result of patterns you can change. But here's something even deeper. Sometimes your tiredness doesn't come from what you do. It comes from what you avoid. Think about purpose for a second. Have you ever noticed how time flies when you're excited about something? You feel awake, alive, almost unstoppable. And then compare it to days when you feel lost, unmotivated, or stuck. Even the smallest task feels like climbing a mountain. You yawn, you drag your feet, and your body feels heavy. This is not just in your head. Lack of purpose drains your energy more than hard work ever can. When your mind doesn't have something to look forward to, your body refuses to push itself. It's almost like your system asks, why should I waste energy if there's nothing meaningful to use it for? That's why some people work 12 hours with passion and still feel fresh, while others do half the work but feel exhausted all day. Energy isn't only physical, It's deeply emotional, and your emotions are shaped by the meaning you attach to your life. Now pause and ask yourself, when was the last time you felt truly excited about your day? Not distracted, not busy, but genuinely motivated to wake up and do something that mattered to you? If the answer feels distant, that's a big reason behind your constant fatigue. Because without direction, your mind stays in a fog. And when your mind is in a fog, your body follows. And it's not just about big dreams or massive goals. Even small things like learning a new skill, helping someone, or creating something can give you a spark of energy. That spark grows, it spreads, and it wakes you up from the inside. But when you live without that spark, when your days feel empty, repeated, and without meaning, your body shuts down little by little. And here's the truth most people ignore. Rest doesn't only come from sleep. Rest also comes from fulfillment, from feeling that your life matters in some way. So if you keep asking, why am I always tired? Maybe the answer isn't in your food or your sleep. Maybe the answer is in your soul. Because sometimes the most exhausting thing in life isn't what you're doing. It's living without something worth doing. And as we move to the final part, you'll see how all these hidden pieces, sleep, food, stress, habits, and purpose, connect together to create the story of your energy. And most importantly, how you can finally rewrite that story. So now you can see the bigger picture. Tiredness is not just one simple problem. It's a puzzle made of many hidden pieces. Sometimes it's poor sleep quality that leaves your body restless. Sometimes it's the food you eat or the water you forget to drink. Sometimes it's the stress you carry without noticing. And other times, it's the daily habits or the lack of purpose inside your heart. Each of these pieces matters. Each of them adds to the weight you feel every single day. But here's the truth. You are not meant to live tired. You are not designed to drag yourself through life like a machine running on low battery. Your body was built to move with strength. Your mind was built to think with clarity. And your heart was built to live with passion. Yes, you've ignored the signals for a long time. Yes, you've pushed yourself even when your energy was gone. But no matter how long you felt this way, your story is not over. Because energy can be rebuilt, balance can be restored, and tiredness can be replaced with a life that feels alive again. It doesn't take massive changes overnight. It takes small, consistent choices every day. Sleeping with care, eating with awareness, moving your body with respect, letting go of stress that doesn't belong to you, and giving yourself a reason to wake up with hope. Step by step, your body listens. Step by step, your mind clears. And before you know it, the fog begins to lift. So the next time you whisper, "Why am I always tired?" remember, tiredness is not your identity. It's only a message. And once you understand that message, you hold the power to change it. Because deep inside, you are not weak. You are not broken. You are simply waiting to wake up again. And the moment you choose to listen, that's the moment your real energy begins to return.